All right, here we are. Hey guys, how is everybody doing? There wasn't an announcement posted because I was actually in a meeting until about 3 minutes ago. But I did want to come live because it is Friday. And on Fridays, I go live and we talk about what we were successful at, what we're celebrating going into the weekend, and what goals we met, how we're doing, all that fun stuff. So I wanted to talk a little bit about that. Obviously, I had every week seems to be crazier. Every week seems to be like no other week we've had. But trying to really focus on, for me, where I am for holiday, what I'm providing my followers and my audience for holiday, and how I'm going to be providing that, and really trying to focus on my goals for the upcoming year and how I'm going to take 2021 and make it a good year. Now, of course, my goals and my plans for 2020 were thrown out the window. So, part of being an entrepreneur, part of being, somebody who's in business for yourself, is figuring it out as we go and making the best of the situations that we have. And, we have to pivot, we have to change, we have to adapt. And that's part of it. And it's no different on social media. We may be going down one way and it'll be working, and then all of a sudden it stops working, whether it's the algorithm changes or whatever. We have to be light enough on our feet to be able to handle all of those changes and all of the stuff that life throws at us in order for us to run a business successfully and do it in the current economy, in the current situation, in the current world. We have to be light on our feet. We have to be able to pivot. We have to have less baggage with us so that we can make the changes that we need to make. And that's kind of where, my focus has been this week, has been trying to figure out what plans I'm making, how I'm going to make these plans, what's going to work, what's not going to work, and what I've seen this year that's been successful, and how can I use this year to predict next year, even though this year may be completely different than next year. But I have to look at what has worked, what hasn't worked, why it's worked, why it hasn't worked, and use what I've gained in my year of business to help me make decisions and goals for next year, and decisions and goals for this upcoming holiday season. Because no matter what, no matter how we look at it, this upcoming holiday season is going to be, it's going to occur in an unprecedented time, an unprecedented world. We haven't experienced this before. So what can we do to make holiday more successful for our business? And what I've been challenging people to do, and what I'm going to challenge people to do before our webinar on the 15th, is to look at what has worked in their business so far this year. What has worked, and what are the common things that have worked in our business so far this year? What do they have in common? And then what hasn't worked this year? And what do those things have in common? And then take that information and look at what we want to offer for holiday. What is it that you're offering? If you're offering any holiday specials, if you're offering any holiday sales, holiday items, whatever it may be, look at what's worked, what hasn't worked, what do those things have in common, what are their differences, and then use that information. Really do kind of almost a year-end review before you make your holiday plans. Because this holiday is the one thing that we know for certain is it's not going to be like any other holiday. However it plays out, there's going to be more online demand than we've ever had before. It had been increasing throughout the holidays, and this is only going to magnify that. A lot of what we're feeling is, much magnified from the trends that we were moving towards. So how can we make our business make sense for holiday right now? Even if it's not something that you thought you'd be doing. I know, curbside pickup is a big thing for restaurants and a big thing for businesses, that they can order online and pick up. Small businesses haven't necessarily made that jump, but is there a way that you can make that jump? Is there a place that people can do a curbside pickup for you? Is there something that you can do that you can deliver digitally and have, the actual physical part done separately? Is there a way that you can capitalize on digital as opposed to in person? Looking at your business, seeing what's worked, what hasn't worked, and really looking at what people are needing now and what people are wanting now. Is there services that you can offer that are going to position you in a place that's going to not only help you for the holiday season, but also position you in January for success. Position you to be a leader in this new digital economy that we're facing. So, I don't have all the answers, and I'll tell you that. I know these are things that I'm looking at for myself and things that I'm looking at so that I can be celebrating successes every Friday in the next year. And so that we can get through holiday and really be in a good position. I'm going to go through the basics, obviously, in the next coming couple weeks because it's October. We have to look at Christmas because Christmas happens now. So, I'm looking at that. I'm working with people that are looking to see how they should market their holiday online. I did the Canva, the first one of 4 Canva sessions in the group this past week. I thought it went really well. I hope I gave you enough information to know the basics as well as work on some projects. So, I have 3 more sessions happening in the group for those of you who aren't in the group. And if you wish to get in the group, you're more than welcome to sign up for the group. I will put that link there that you can use to get into the group. If you are in the group and you're like, hey, I want a Canva session, awesome. There's 6 Canva sessions outside of the group. They're each, it's a paid event. It is $9, I think, for the session. And the session will actually include about 1.5 of the in-group sessions. It's going to go a little bit deeper on how to create some of the basics and some of that. So you're more than welcome to sign up for one of those. Those are happening in October as well on Thursdays. So I have a lot of stuff going on that's prepping us for holiday. Really, the 15th is the 9 essential posts for holiday webinar, and it's going to go through what the 9 posts should be for this year, how we're telling our holiday story this year, and what we want to accomplish this year. So, that's going to be the focus of that webinar, and really just transitioning into what our holiday is going to look like. So that's, that's what I've been working on. That's my successes for this week. I'd love to hear what your successes are for this week. And what you're looking to accomplish in the next week and how you're setting those goals and what you maybe want to accomplish during holiday. So, completely off script today, but hey, that's what I'm giving you. But what did you guys accomplish? What did you feel good about accomplishing this week? And, how are you celebrating it? I know, it's Friday, so I always celebrate the same way. I go over and have dinner with my parents. Now it's starting to get a little cold to be sitting outside having dinner. So I might have to find a different way to celebrate soon. But right now we're dealing with what we got and we're going to be sitting outside. The pool is closed and that really confuses the dogs because they try to walk on that pool cover. It's confusing. Where'd the water go, Dad? But anyway, what did you accomplish? What are you happy about? What can I share? How can I help you celebrate? I have my water. I finished that water. I have my water to cheers you with. So what are we talking about today, guys? Anything? I'm gonna hop on the page, see if I can see who's watching, who's liking. And if there's anything that you want to share, please share it. In the group, obviously, please share as well. And what did I have? I had something for next week. Next week, another Canva session. Prepping for the 15th webinar. I don't see anybody on the page. All right, guys. Well, if there's nothing else, I then just laid out a whole bunch of blabbering for you. And please feel free to make any comments you like and anything that we should be celebrating. I will share that as well. I will go in and I'll share the link for those who are not in the group, how to get into the group. And I guess I will see you all next Monday. So we'll talk about our goals for the week. All right, that is it then. Have a great one, guys, and I will talk to you soon. Take care.